Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Sox On Tap.
Tony, my first reaction is just, fuck yes, let's go.
Sox versus the Twins. That's where it all starts. Because it all starts taking care of business in-house in the Central Division.
That's right, I'm a meatball.
You got to bring that top button swag, baby.
It is always great to beat the Cubs.
And I'm a homer, so I always say they're gonna.
Dallas Keuchel Lamson got some beards that you should be afraid of.
What everybody said when he gets out there, it's me versus the other guy, and I'm going to beat him. So I just love that mentality. It's cool and fucking tough.
Steve, would you say that Tony is mad online?
I would definitely say that.
The White Sox winner. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Sox On Tap. I am your boy Buzz, and I'm joined by my dude in person this time, Jonnie Nani, and we are here to recap an extra innings victory over the Detroit Tigers. Hashtag Detroit sucks. 5-4. Before we do that, be sure to go to ontapsportsnet.com for all your Chicago sports literature and podcasting needs. Following us on Twitter at Sox On Tap, at OnTapSportsNet. Follow my dude Jonnie at Nani Johnny, and follow me at Buzz On Tap. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to us. 5-star rating and review because that's cool and tough. And check out Grandstand. You need any White Sox gear, go to Grandstand. If you're by the ballpark, check them out. Follow them on socials at Grandstand Sox or go to grandstandsox.com for any Chicago sports, but more importantly, White Sox merchandising needs you need. Jonnie, we're in person. We're in the Buzz Garage. It's hot. We're sweating. We've had a lot of beer. And the Sox just won against the Detroit Tigers in extra innings, man.
Yeah, as you can tell, we're buzzed up here at the Buzz Garage. I mean,
Yes,
that's what the title of the show is. And yeah, it was a little bit of an odd one, Buzz. I mean, obviously, a little bit of back and forth, and White Sox jumping out to some leads, Tigers coming back at various points, and then a weird rain delay after one pitch in the bottom of the ninth. But we'll get to what all unfolded in the scoring plays here. But just a little bit of an odd one. But hey, win's a win.
I'll take win all day, especially against Detroit, because I hate Detroit. If people didn't know that, I'm not a big Detroit guy.
Sucks.
Detroit sucks. I put that on my fridge. My kids know what that is now. And, it's all good. Thank God we took the win today. Sox needed it. Not that they were in a downward slope or anything, but you should be the teams that you need to beat, Jonnie.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a team that you took 3 of 4 from last weekend. So very frequent in this sort of kind of schedule that has been put together and playing some of these opponents in very close time frames. We saw it with the Indians earlier in the year. Now we're seeing it with these Detroit Tigers. So yeah, always just to beat up, good to beat up on the teams that you should, Buzz. I think that's a big point that we've hammered home for a lot of our time here on Sox On Tap, but it really is important when you're talking about securing your spot atop that division, because that is the best way and easiest way to get into the playoffs.
Oh, 100%. So let's start off the scoring. So tonight, another guy, 2 games in a row. Adam Eaton goes yard.
Adam Engel.
Or Adam, what did I say?
Yeah, I said Adam Eaton.
Did I really say
We're
that?
buzzed up, yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. Adam Engel goes long. He homers the left. He starts the scoring off 1-0. If you didn't know, Jonnie and I did this last night. He had a home run last night. So 2 games in a row, he goes long. Gets some scoring going. It's good to see him putting the bat on the ball because we know we can do defensively.
Yeah, well, we talked about it last night. We were hoping that is just what can kind of jumpstart him into getting back to being familiar with Major League pitching. And right now, so far, the returns are good. It looks good after that last night. Obviously, very small sample size here within these 2 games. But that power, and it barely got out, granted, but Detroit is a big ballpark. It did hit off the top of the wall and then bounce over, hit the yellow line, but hey, still counts because it did end up in that bullpen there down the left field line. And last night definitely got more of it, but I think it just goes to show you how strong Adam Engel is, Buzz.
Yeah, no, he's I'm glad he's back, and we were talking about this during the game itself. I feel very comfortable with Adam Engel being in the lineup. And our buddy White Sox Dave has talked about this for years, that he thinks that good things are going to be coming from Adam Engel. And if he can keep putting the bat on the ball, it's gonna equate to good things, because we already know he has the speed. He's got the fielding ability. And if he puts the bat on the ball, that turns him into being a 4th outfielder into an everyday guy.
Yeah.
And it's a possibility. Is it going to happen? I don't know. But if it if it does, it's great for the White Sox. Good problem to have.
Yeah, hey, I mean, with the injuries, you just take what you can get at any point in time, any sort of production that you can get. And obviously, we've seen it from some of the guys that we thought would just be bench guys and possible DFA candidates. When you're talking about guys like Jake Lamb, we didn't know how long or if Billy Hamilton would ever come up and be a part of this thing when things were a little bit less grim in the injury category. So obviously, nice to see the guy that is in there in Adam Engel coming through in the clutch here in the top of the second there.
Absolutely. And I'd be remiss, man. It's a live episode. We got to do this. Did you see the comment, Juice? Did you see this? Can you come in here, please, just for one quick second before we get into the most home run that pissed me off during the game? Give the people what they want. It says, "Where's Juice?" There's Juice. What are you drinking, Juice?
Cub Rally Buds.
White Sox Rally Buds.
Cub Rally
White
Buds.
Sox Rally Buds.
Both teams won today. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Crack them. So, yes, Juice is in the building, no doubt about it. Second run, Johnny, comes into something that I threw a little bitch fit about, and you had to talk me off the ledge because I got really upset. Nomar Mazara, of course, had to go fucking deep off of Lucas Giolito.
Dude, this guy hit one home run for the White Sox all of last year. And granted, it was a shortened season, but still, you expected a guy that had the power potential. Everybody said that, he's only however many, 25 years old or whatever it was when he came into that season with the White Sox last year, expecting, a possible reclamation project didn't completely work out in Texas. No, you didn't even get close to the, kind of bare minimum production that he did put up in Texas last year. And of course, he's going deep against the White Sox, kind of frontline starter here in Lucas Giolito. Our guy Tony is not on the episode again tonight, but he texted me during that and he said Lucas Giolito shouldn't be embarrassed for himself. And I agree. I mean, overall, he did give you a chance to win, but with that particular instance, and the guy he was giving it up to at that point, with Nomar Mazara being the one to hit that and get the Tigers on the board here, I would say he should be embarrassed.
I absolutely cannot stand Nomar Mazara, and in this rare instance of Lucas Giolito slander, I agree with Tony. He should definitely be embarrassed because that is one guy I'd rather not have a home run hit off of us with, and that's Nomar Mazara.
Well, Buzz, you know what the funny thing is? That opening series of the last time when we played these Tigers down on the south side just last weekend, I was down the third base line, all right? And I was sitting there, and that is where Nomar Mazara was playing right field.
Yeah.
And I told him, we're on the Family Guy kick here right now.
We are. We've been doing a lot of Family Guy
I told him, I said, hey, this guy's a phony. And I pointed at him. I said, this is a phony. Because he was last year for the White Sox. And guess what? He actually showed up for real this time today to get the Tigers on the board. So that's all I have to say about that. Lucas Giolito should be embarrassed about it. But at the end of the day, White Sox were able to come and take the lead back. Let's talk about the top of the fourth.
We will. If I could steal a line from Nate Diaz, he's on steroids.
Yeah.
that's the only way he hit a fucking home run is because he's on steroids. It's bullshit. All right. So where are we going now? We going to the top of the fourth.
Yeah, top fourth.
Top of the fourth. Abreu starts off the inning, doubles to right field. Vaughn singles to right. That gets Abreu to third. After that, Adam Engel grounds into a double play, but that is good enough to make the score 2-1. And that'll bring the White Sox up. Amp, can you please grab me a Miller Lite from the fridge? Please. I'm asking.
Yeah, so Buzz, to start this thing off here with Jose Abreu with double in the top of the fourth here. Hey, he hit two of them, big spots, both of them in that game against Toronto to close out that series right before we came here on that Thursday night game. So just continuing where he left off there. And we were talking about, is Abreu going to – you and me had this discussion in person here.
Yes.
We said, is Abreu going to get back on track and whatever? And we said, okay, the bar is set high because of an MVP season last year. But I do think that he can still get to a respectable, consistent level of production. And, hey, the daily double, none better to do it then. We'll shout out Sox on 35th, my boys over there. Joe Binder loves running the daily double for Jose Abreu. So it got started here in this inning, and obviously not the way you want to drive it in, but Engel getting it done again with grounding a double play and bringing the run home.
We have psychic Alex Rude here too, who actually did call that. So fuck you, Alex. I love you to death. But yes, he did. Alex Rude did call that. So I give him credit because I love him. But he is right. He did call that. So yes. So now we get to the top of the fifth here, and Johnny, this is where we make it 3-1. The White Sox do. Zach Collins doubles deep right field. Then I'll bring up Danny Mendick. Danny Mendick had a hell of a game today. He was my pick to click.
Yes.
Dushan Mendick is what Juice and I used to call him. We didn't know what his name was when he first came out. Dushan Mendick is what we called him. But Danny Mendick comes up. He singles the right field. That'll score Zach Collins. So that makes the score 3-1 in the top of the 5th inning. There no other scoring happened after that. But Danny Mendick, man, what a night for him. And maybe he's taking advantage of what happened to Nick Madrigal.
Yeah, I just want to talk about resiliency with this team, and that's next guy up mentality. And you need that to be able to kind of continue at the pace that the White Sox have been on so far this year. And Danny Mendick, just the next example of it. We've already seen it from Billy Hamilton. We've seen it from Jake Lamb in spots. We have seen it from other guys that are stepping in. Larry Garcia with some timely hits earlier in the season. It just, it's weird to think that, and Danny Mendick does have some pop, and he did play a decent chunk of last season and did put up some decent numbers during that as well. But at the same time, it's been scattered. It's very hard to do that. Imagine trying to do your job and do it well at the highest level when you only do it, maybe 2 days a week leading up to this?
Well, that's something that a lot of people don't talk about is you want the instant production out of somebody that's going to replace a 1.4 WAR player like Nick Madrigal. But you need to understand at the same time that these guys don't get the at-bats they get. So you have to get into a rhythm to establish yourself as a player that can play every day. Danny Mendick, am I saying he's an everyday second baseman? Probably not. But can he be serviceable enough to keep you afloat? Yes, he can. He just needs the at-bats. He needs the playing time to do so. And if you see that continuing to happen on a consistent basis, which we will now that Madrigal's hurt, you're going to see good things. You're going to see bad things, but you're going to see good things. And tonight was good things.
So I just one point about Danny Mendick before we move on. We will talk about him later on the defensive side later. But one point on Danny Mendick at the plate before we move on is that, yes, you are losing a bunch of consistency in hits, and I think everybody would, say that it's the best case scenario if Nick Madrigal would have stayed healthy for all these guys to stay healthy, obviously. But Nick Madrigal, talking about replacing him specifically, yes, Nick Madrigal is going to have more consistency and more frequency of hits, and you would like that in the lineup. But at the same time, what you're getting in Danny Mendick is a little more pop. You're getting a little more exit velocity every time. If Nick Madrigal hits that ball, it might be a little weaker. Maybe that gets stopped going through the middle of the infield there, Buzz. And I think this could translate later on into further extra base hits and home runs. So that's what I'm looking for. Danny Mendick here going forward.
Absolutely. So after the Sox score in the bottom of the 5th, the top of the 5th, the Tigers in the bottom of the 5th, they come right back here to make it 3-2. They get a home run.
Paredes?
Yeah, Paredes hit the home run to left. And that's all the scoring. So it's 3-2 after that. Top of the 6th, the Sox strike again. Abreu strikes out swinging. Andrew Vaughn walks. Adam Engel. How many times we said his name tonight? We should take a shot every time we say Adam Engel's name.
At least 5.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go get the creek. Juice, go get the creek water. Let's do it. Adam Engel singles to center. Vaughn to second. Vaughn scores. Engel thrown out at third. This was a very weird play that Adam Engel got caught in a rundown between second and third bases, was on a pick to first, wasn't it?
Yes, by the catcher. So that's why it goes that far down the line, Buzz. And I think a lot of us were perplexed as to how Adam Engel did not get to third base with the speed that he had. Let's remember, hamstring is also still at play here. And yes, he is good enough to go and be back in the lineup. But at the same time, you may not be getting extreme top speed Adam Engel that we've seen in the past year. And also, when we were trying to go back and look at that play, there were only limited replays, so we didn't really know exactly what happened there, but we were just happy for the run at that point.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Take the run all day because that makes the score 4-2. Adam Engel usually runs like a fucking cheetah, so the fact that he got gunned down, something, I don't know how it happened or what happened.
He was caught in no man's land.
Yeah, he was just caught. So after that, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Nothing really happens. Top of the 7th, nothing really happens. Sox still have it 4-2. This is where the next bit of action really comes in. I do want to say that Giolito pitched an all right game tonight. He did let up 2 home runs. I'll read the box score for people if they did not get to watch the game. Giolito went 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned 1 walk, 9 strikeouts for Lucas Giolito. I know you did. You said it in the beginning. He went 105 deep tonight. Garrett Crochet comes in after him. Pitch is fucking phenomenal. He only walked 1. He struck out 3 in 2 innings, 35 pitches for Garrett Crochet, but it was really nice to see him not just go 1 inning.
Garrett Crochet's nasty, man.
Yeah,
and this is what I had talked about, building multiple inning roles for him. And there was a situation probably a little over a week ago now in which Garrett Crochet, it was questionable of should he have come out for a 9th inning after pitching the 8th. And I talked about carving out his role. Well, guess what? It might have sounded like an idiot then at the time because everybody wanted Hendriks, but it comes into play tonight, Buzz, and works out well for the White Sox.
It did. It worked out real well for the White Sox, and I'll take that shit all day. So this is what didn't work out well for the White Sox.
Rain.
Fucking rain. And we have Liam Hendriks, who has been nothing but nails, the AL pitcher of the month in the month of May. Absolutely been fantastic. He throws one pitch, and he does. He complains to the umpires. Man, he can't hold the ball.
Excuse me. He threw a pitch through a monsoon. Let's be clear about that.
That's very fair. He can't hold on to the ball, guys. It's too wet. He can't hold on. He can't get a good grip. He voices his displeasure. And I think that was what kind of woke the ump up from just wanting to get the game over or whatever he was trying to do. And they decide, and then La Russa comes walking out of the dugout.
Yeah.
And it was like, dude, what are we doing here?
We can't play in this.
Yeah, we can't play in this. So they rain delay the game. It was about 35 minutes.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Somewhere around there.
And we
were just drinking and listening to music then. So I couldn't tell you.
We were hanging.
We got through at least an episode and a half of what's the big
hanging with Hurt.
I think we did that. That's our time frame there.
Yeah. With Mark Burley.
Yeah.
So it was a good one. It was a good one to watch. After that, they come back from the rain delay, and Liam Hendriks is back out on the mound after throwing a pitch. Unfortunately for everybody listening to this right now, it was not great. Liam Hendriks, I believe he got the first out, didn't he?
He let up a single first to Cabrera, and then there was a pop out, and then Cameron. Cameron comes up. 2-run home run, right field. He struck it well. I'll give him credit there. He did put good wood on it, barreled it up like you had said as we were watching this live. Buzz. Yeah, he did, though. He barreled it up because, Detroit's a big park, big alleyways there, and granted, it is a little bit where the stands jet out. But even if you look at where that wall diagonally goes back, I think it would have cleared even if you got it further out to right center. So hey, he just got to Hendriks there in that spot. But dude, that's got to be hard coming back after sitting down for 35, 40 minutes after throwing one pitch, and you got all ramped up before that to throw that one pitch.
Right. And Juice and I, we were talking about that about the Kopech day.
Yeah.
About how hard it is to come back
and
throw the ball after a rain delay, and then it was hard to, it's hard for Liam Hendriks. It's not good for these pitchers to sit for a very long time and then throw the ball. And that's an issue. But, Liam Hendriks got lit up a little bit. It's okay. He got us out of the inning, at least with there was damage done, but not enough damage done to end the fucking game. And that's the most important thing. We didn't end the game. The White Sox had another chance to come out, and they take advantage of it in the top of the 10th inning.
Gifted runner on second.
TA draws a walk. Mercedes flies out to center, which will bring Danny Mendick to third. And then Moncada hits a sacrifice fly to left, and that'll score Mendick. And Tim Anderson goes to third. And then Abreu ends up grounding out. But the Sox take the lead 5-4 there.
Yeah, so, it may not be as clutch as, you think bigger for Moncada, a guy like that. You're thinking a single or maybe even a friggin' home run in that spot. But hey, I will take it. He gets the job done. And also Danny Mendick, people say, maybe a little aggressive with where the depth on that fly ball was there, Buzz. But hey, when you got a guy that's, fast like that, I'd say, when you're going outside of the Danny Mendick range and towards the Andrew Vaughn, towards the Uriman, towards the Grandal, Abreu, that sort of speed, you probably wouldn't send him there because you're going to get hosed. But from that Danny Mendick down, I think that's where you go. And then obviously your burners below that, Moncada, Anderson,
Out of everybody you named, I feel like I honestly got maybe it's besides Abreu. Out of everybody you named before, the Moncadas and everything like that, I feel like Danny Mendick is the only guy on that list that would literally throw his body into the fire to score that fucking run.
Yeah, he did just that, man. I mean, a nice slide there to get around it. And, hey, sometimes you just got to gut it out. And the White Sox, obviously, were not very happy with having to come back out and close this thing down.
No, it's bullshit.
The way that it went down. But hey, sometimes Mother Nature has some other plans. They were able to beat both the Detroit Tigers and Mother Nature thanks to that. And Aaron Bummer locking it down with a little help in his bottom of the 10th from the ump. We'll say that because, guess what? The White Sox, when you go and look at that ump scorecard, what was it? They were the second or third team that had the most calls against them. So third. Through, however, that was through probably close to the end of May.
Yep.
So, hey, it's about time some of that, karma, baseball luck.
I want the good juju, Johnny.
Yeah.
I want the good juju. Aaron Bummer threw some pitches that weren't close, but we got strikes for him.
Also, tinfoil hat time here on Sox on Tap. The ump definitely had a hot date in Detroit Rock City, right?
And that's what you and Juice were talking about. The ump wanted to get out of there, so he's calling strikes so he can go take his whatever friend it might be. on a date.
Oh, thank you, George from YouTube comment. He said, "Ump had a hot date. He wanted to get
said
that, so you guys are a little behind. Excellent. Love when plan works out like that. Hey, plus at the end of the day, Sox win. Detroit sucks. I will take it. Good start to the series here. We got day games coming up, so hopefully no more rain moving through at weird hours of the night for these final two. Let's get into Saturday's preview.
Okay, Saturday's preview. I know for sure. I don't have it pulled up, Johnny. I'm your kid.
Dylan Cease.
I know it was Dylan Cease, but you're catching me with my pants down against. That's what's happening right here.
Yeah.
So it's Dylan Cease against Urena. It's Dylan Cease 4-2 with a 3.36 ERA, 1.30 WHIP. He has pitched 61 and 2/3 innings. He struck out 78, only walked 28. That is Dylan Cease. Jose Urena is 2-5 with a 4.25 ERA, 1.45 WHIP, 59 and 1/3 innings pitched. He has struck out 36 only, walked 24, and let up 3 long balls. That is a pitching matchup for tomorrow.
Yeah, let's talk Dylan Cease real quick because the last time he pitched was against the same Detroit Tigers. It was on last Sunday at home.
Beat their ass.
83s looked great. One of his best starts, I think, so far in a White Sox uniform.
Yes,
Stuff was looking electric. He went 7 in that game, handed it over so you could have the perfect bullpen plan like you planned it out. Went bummer Hendriks after that, and they were able to close that game out. So Dylan Cease, I don't know if we will see a repeat performance, but either way, I'm looking for the fastball command to be at a level similar to that, and I think he will have success if he can do that. But if he does not, could be a long day because these Tigers, as we've seen, can be a little pesky, and he could work himself into some trouble, and you may be going to a bullpen earlier than you'd like to. So I think fastball command is the key here, Buzz, because there's never a question about the stuff. The hammer is always fucking dangerous.
Yeah, if Dylan Cease has control, it's going to be a long day for the fucking Tigers.
Yeah.
Is what it's going to be. I'm not really worried about it. Dylan Cease has been pretty consistent. I mean, he's had some starts that make you shake your head, but look, the numbers I just read off.
That's usually a result of the command not being there.
Right.
So it's a very, very straight line formula.
The numbers I just read off have proven what Dylan Cease has done in his improvement this year, and he's going to keep it going against this shitty ass Tigers team. I mean, Detroit blows. I'm not really worried about him. This is going to be a sweep. And we're gonna, then that's how I'm taking it. I'm looking forward to Dylan Cease start tomorrow. I think he's gonna bring some good shit, and he is going to one up Lucas Giolito because he's not gonna let the Tigers get on the board against him.
Hey, I really hope you're right there, Buzz. I could see a couple of runs getting across, but I like your prediction. I like being bold with that. So I like you riding with that.
I have the liquid courage.
Yeah, you definitely do. I could see a couple getting through, but also I think the White Sox offense explodes maybe a little bit more in the daytime tomorrow. And also Urena, I believe you should be getting a righty back on the mound. So probably he has Money Grandal, who is hot as all hell right now, back in the lineup. Yes, I would imagine. So that's who I'm going for with my pick to click.
Damn. So I'm going to go TA. He went 0-4 with a walk tonight. TA is going to put the bat on the ball. You can't keep him down long. He already had a slump that was just like 2 weeks ago. He got out of it a little bit, went 11 for 33. Johnny and I, we were talking about this earlier. We're not good at math, but I think that's 333. If I'm wrong,
yeah.
Hashtag Sox on Tap math and tell me how wrong I am. But yeah, so I'm going to take TA tomorrow, man. You can't keep him down long. I'm not worried about it. TA is my pick to click tomorrow. Amp, you got a pick to click tomorrow over there in the corner? Nope. Okay. Juice?
Myself, 36 holes, going 400.
Juice golfing tomorrow. It's going 400. That's all I got, Johnny. I mean, let's have a good time, man. We've been hanging out tonight. We had Beggar's Pizza for dinner. We drank a bunch of beers with Juice. Amp just showed up. We're going to finish this NBA playoff game and have finish off the night. We had a White Sox winner. Let's get one tomorrow.
Yeah, Buzz, I ain't got too much else except shout out for you hosting tonight. Good to be together in person. Cheers.
Yes, sir.
Crack 'em, baby. White Sox winner. 2 more to come this weekend. White Sox forever.
White Sox forever.